everyone, this is Phantom Dualcy, and today I'm going to be doing What If Naruto Was a Dimensional Guardian, Part 3. So, if you guys are wondering... before I start, I'm going to be saying thank you for those who share in the comments if they liked the video that I posted yesterday, I think, or a few hours ago. Thank you so much for those who commented on that video and telling me if they like it or not, if it's good or bad. Thank you so much. So basically, I'm saying thank you to those who commented on that video. And yeah, if you are, and everyone else who's saying, why isn't there going to be how do you call them? Jesus cake. So basically, why isn't there the Goku What If? Why isn't the Goku What If coming? Oh, the Goku What If give me a few days. Sorry that I haven't been posting a lot. Just the reasons why, it's almost the end of the school year, and once I finish the school year, I'll be posting a lot more. So don't worry. And what should I say? What am I thinking? Oh, that's all I really had it to say. Third of all, I wanted to say to a few more things before I started the What If. Is that you guys could be expecting the intro that I sent on YouTube. So basically, the video that I released yesterday that says, "What do you guys think of this?" That was the new intro that was going to be released. That is going to be sent today. So yeah. If you guys are wondering where's Goku, that'll be released tomorrow if I have time. What if Issei Snap Monday after I finish class, and the last part of What If Goku Was Betrayed. But maybe tomorrow might be the last part of What If Goku Was Betrayed, because I have another What If coming that is called What If Goku Was the Reincarnation of Yamoshi. A lot of people have been telling me that they wanted it Obito Deku, Goku Yamoshi. There's at least 66% of you guys who wanted it Obito Yamoshi, not Obito Yamoshi, Goku Yamoshi, and Deku Obito. I'm really sorry to those that wanted it, the Deku Obito, but nah. So those who chose Goku Yamoshi, be expecting your next Goku series. And if you guys are wondering why did I change my picture from that red hair anime guy, I just got sent a picture from a friend, how do you say it in another word? A certain person from a group that I am in Discord, and he created a picture for me, so yeah, I just switched my picture to that. I am really grateful to him for creating the art. So yeah, a lot of you guys chose Yamoshi. I'm really surprised because the Yamoshi What If was really surprising for me. And for the person Prince Kakura, I'm not gonna switch the ship. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do the thing that I usually do, switching ships. So yeah. So we will start from. So wait, give me a moment. So we will start from the last part. Okay, Jesus. I'm looking at the community post when I posted what if Goku was the reincarnation of Yamoshi. And yes, there's a lot of people who wanted it, that What If. So yeah, be expecting that out after I've released the last part, which is going to be an hour long, because I need time to write it. Yeah, so I'm gonna need a few days to write it. Once I write it, you can guys can be expecting that what if. But for now, you guys. So for now, you guys could be expecting part two, part threes or fours of other what ifs. So yeah, so we're gonna start it now. So we're going to start. We're not at the last part where Naruto Kamui back to his house, leaving his team shocked with a shocked expression. As Kakashi and Itachi were even more shocked, as Naruto left his house to get some ramen. The villagers started to try to oh, uh the villagers tried to beat up Naruto, but they couldn't because Naruto was using a higher level up of Kamui. And when I mean a higher level of Kamui is an ability that Kakashi has to master, a mastery above Obito itself, and a mastery of the original user of Kamui. So yeah, as after a few moments later, as Naruto glared at the villagers, knocking them out, Naruto then said, "You're lucky that I don't kill you all." As Naruto saw his team at the ramen shop, but Naruto just sat down next to Kiyomi as he started to order ramen. As the ramen guy was given by Naruto at least 10,000 yen because he ordered at least 10 bowls and gave 20,000 yen more to pay for his team and buy a few more bowls. And reasons why, because like I last explained, Danzo was nice and Naruto was in the Ambu. So because of all the missions that he has done, he has more money. He has more money than an ordinary person should have. So, yay. So as Kakashi was about to pay, the ramen guy said, "No, Naruto pay for you guys." As Kakashi and Itachi, Naruto, Mito were shocked to hear that, as they look at Naruto, who was eating in peace. Itachi said, "Thank you, Naruto." As Naruto smiled at him and said, "No problem." As Naruto had a sad look on his face. As Itachi said, "Naruto, would you like to have dinner at our house?" As Naruto said, "At the Uchiha compound?" As Itachi nodded, then Naruto got up and said, "Let's go to your house." As Itachi smiled as Kiyomi and Sasuke were happy as they got up and left. So yeah, we continue to the Uchiha compound. As we then see Mikoto open the door. Itachi, Kiyomi, Sasuke come in, but then she saw the ghost of the Uchiha walking in her house. As Itachi said, "Oh yeah, I brought him to have dinner with us." As Mikoto said, "Hi there, what's your name?" As Naruto looked at her and said, "Mikoto, right?" She nodded. Then he said, "Name is Naruto." As she was shocked, she said, "Like Naruto Uzumaki?" As he nodded, then Itachi said, "Naruto, come on." As Naruto said, "Oh, okay." As he flash step. Once he appeared in the kitchen, then Mikoto activated her shotgun and still couldn't follow him. As Itachi said, "Naruto, control your speed." As Naruto said, "It's not speed, it's called flash step." As Itachi said, "Then what would happen if you use full speed?" As Naruto said, "I can A, go back in time, and or B, go to any place in under a second, but I use my teleporting more than speed. As Itachi said, okay, sit down and have your dinner. As Kiyomi was sitting next to Naruto. As everyone in the house heard this and were shocked, as Fugaku said, Naruto, I would like you to fight me. If I win, said Fugaku. If I win, as Naruto said, if I win, Fugaku said, anything but anything you want. But if I win, you will marry my daughter, Kiyomi. Kiyomi was shocked, but Naruto said, I agree. As Kiyomi said, you want to marry me? As Naruto said, I will tell you when he wins, or I. As we see Naruto following Fugaku to a training ground, as all the Uchihas were watching them. And when I mean all the Uchihas are still alive. Not like my my Star Clan What If, where there's only Itachi and female Sasuke. Yeah, don't really understand the series that much, but I like it. Then watching as all the Uchihas that were living in the Uchiha compound were watching them as Fugaku went to his Mangekyo Sharingan. Then Naruto said, "Hey Fugaku, before we start, let me give you a early future father-in-law gift." Making Fugaku say, "So you're already thinking you're going to lose?" As Naruto said, "No, just wanting to give you a gift in case you win and you think I'm going and you think you're going and you are going to say that I'm going to marry your daughter. I would rather give you a gift right now." As Kakashi said, as Itachi was like, "So this kid considers my father future father-in-law," and when I mean that, I mean like it's happening for Itachi. As Fugaku went to Naruto, then Naruto put a red chakra around his arms, as he said, "Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan" on Fugaku. As the red chakra glue, and in Naruto's head it said, "Command granted. Fugaku's eyes will go eternal." As Fugaku's eyes changed to the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, as Fugaku said, "I'm not going blind." As Naruto said, "This is my gift to you." As everyone was shocked, and Fugaku said, "How do you do that?" As Naruto said, "It's part of my power." As he smiled. As he then said, "Kurama, when should I ever tell them that I am a living god. I am a living god, or a living legend?" Kurama said, "No, kid. You have to stay quiet until they're ready to find your full power." As Naruto said, "But even I literally used my other type of chakra." And when you guys are saying there's no other type of chakra, we literally have seen many types of chakra in Naruto. We saw the chakra that gives Naruto Sage Mode, 1. The regular chakra, the calm chakra the first Hokage has. The Osotsuki ability, but it's not considered chakra. So Naruto has many more, even ki. As someone said in my last episode, I'm giving him Ultra Instinct. As Naruto said, "Jesus, if they would know how much power I have, they would be shocked." As he said, "Now let's kick it up a notch." As everyone saw Naruto's eyes change into Madara Uchiha's Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. "Now let's fight." As Itachi, Mikoto, Kiyomi, Sasuke were shocked to see Fugaku using Susanoo, as Naruto activated his Susanoo, but not his ultimate Susanoo. With the chakra that Naruto has, his chakra is infinite. And when I mean infinite, I mean like not even the Osotsuki can touch him. As Naruto then said, "Susanoo," as Madara's purple Susanoo, it went to full body Susanoo. As then Fugaku did the same, as everyone in the village could see a fight of titans. as using Susanoo as Naruto's ultimate Susanoo would be at least, if you combine Kakashi Susanoo, Madara Susanoo, and how do you call him? Hagoromo Susanoo to one. That's how tall Naruto Susanoo is. Yeah, that tall. We're shocked to see a beast in front of them. As Itachi said, "You have not seen this kid on full power." As Fugaku said, "You win. I can't defeat you with..." Nah, Fugaku didn't say that. As Fugaku smiled and said, "Fight me, Naruto Uzumaki." As Naruto said, I am called Naruto Guardian for you, sir." Fugaku said, "I'm sorry. Naruto Guardian, fight me." Naruto then said, "Very well, sir. I will use 2% of my power." As they heard 2%, and Naruto activated the Tenseigan on one eye. Like basically this way, he has the Tenseigan on his eye that's next to the mask, and the Sharingan and the Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan of Madara on the other eye, which kept his Susanoo activated. As Naruto then activated the Chakra Cloak, as true Seeking Orbs appear behind the Susanoo, and his wings turned blue, His eyes went blue. The swords of the Susanoo went blue, and the armor of the Susanoo went blue. As Naruto then said, true Susanoo." As they were like, "What do you mean true Susanoo?" As Naruto said, "That's the name that I gave it when I used this Susanoo." As Naruto then, as the Susanoo started doing hand signs, no one could believe that an anime thing made out of how do you call it, spirit power, aka chakra, could do hand signs. As it put two fingers next to his mouth, two fingers close to his mouth, and the other one's pointing to Fugaku. As he said, as he then pointed his finger straight, the true Seeking Orbs behind the Susanoo went straight to Fugaku. As when Fugaku dodged all those, Naruto appeared with a sword. As he said, "Blue flame slash." As the sword hit Fugaku's Susanoo, cutting the arm off. And even though it's made out of spiritual energy, blue flame slash can cut through spiritual energy, not leaving anything alive. So I'm gonna pause real quick. Sorry about the pause. As I was explaining, the blue flame slash sword. Since we all know Naruto's a guardian, he has the abilities to destroy reality itself with his ultimate Susanoo. As he then cut off the Susanoo arm, leaving Fugaku without a Susanoo arm, as it was regenerating. Then Naruto kicked Fugaku out of the Susanoo body, sending Fugaku with his Susanoo body to the other side of the village. As Fugaku had to get his Susanoo wings to fly, as Naruto then jumped into the air, deactivating his Tenseigan. As Naruto then said, "Amaterasu," as Satan engulfed his sword. As Itachi was like, "He's gonna kill Dad." As Naruto then said, "Die, Fugaku." Fugaku said, "Well, this is the end of me." And Naruto then laughed and deactivated the Susanoo and used his own hand and touched Fugaku on the shoulder and said, "You're pretty scared of me now, aren't you?" As Fugaku looked and saw Naruto was inside of his Susanoo. As Fugaku said, "You could have done that from the beginning, couldn't you?" And Naruto said, "Yes, but I wanted to show you that why people are scared of me." As Fugaku said, "You're only using 2%, right?" As Naruto nodded, Naruto stopped using. As Naruto said, "You're smart. Now what I want is," as he appeared in front of Kiyomi and hugged Kiyomi, as he said, "I want Kiyomi hand to marriage." As Fugaku says, "So you already had that in mind?" Yes. Even though Naruto then say, "Even though you can't see my under my mask, I'm smiling," as Kiyomi fainted on Naruto's arms. And when I mean they can't see under Naruto's arms, under Naruto's mask, is because of this. Let me show you how he looks. I'm gonna pause real quick. Yeah, this is how Naruto looks. He has white hair, red eyes, and he basically wears a hoodie that makes him look like a kitsune, and his mask is like a kappa. Basically, it's like a kitsune. So I'm gonna pause again. So yeah, as Naruto on Naruto's arms, Naruto put his mask down and kissed her on the forehead as Fugaku was smiling. No one could see Naruto do this, but if the only person that will ever see Naruto's face would be Kiyomi.
Damn, Kiyomi. Shit. Worst player.
Oh lord. As Fugaku was smiling, then she woke up in Naruto's arms as Naruto said, "Well, Kiyomi, I'm your new boyfriend." As she said, "Okay." Then she kept her head next to Naruto's chest. As Naruto smiled and said, "I love you, Kiyomi." As she fell to sleep, then Naruto saw Kurama. As Naruto showed Kurama's tails. Yes. Naruto managed to unlock the 9 tails. Yes. And then putting Kiyomi to sleep there, as Itachi said, "You even have tails?" As everyone said it with Itachi. As Naruto said, "Yes, I have tails. Why do you care?" As they all looked at Naruto and said, "No reason. No reason." So, have you spoken with the 9 tails? As Naruto said, "Oh, sorry about that. You don't worry about what you saw. If you guys saw it, why do I care anymore? If you guys saw it, then it's your choice to see it. It's basically just a picture for next what ifs that I'm gonna make, so don't worry." As Naruto said, his name has a name. It's named Kiyomi. Basically, it's Kiyomi. Her name is Kiyomi. No, I call Kurama Kiyomi. Yo, I am disappointed on myself. I am really disappointed. I am a disappointment when it comes to being a water for. Lord, I am really a disappointment sometimes. So basically, he says his name is Kurama. You can't be blaming him. He was controlled by an Uchiha. As they all ask him what was his name, Naruto then says, "I can't tell you the name of that Uchiha just yet. Reasons why? I will be changing history itself. And I know there's a certain someone watching me." As his one eye looked behind himself and saw a shadow of adult Naruto. As Naruto then said, "Jesus, he's still watching me." As Naruto then says, "A certain someone is watching me, and if I change the history, he will hunt me down." And I'm telling you, if once he hunts someone down, it doesn't end up good. It doesn't end up good. And I'm not saying I'm afraid of him. I'm saying that his hunting down is really not interesting. Trust me, not interesting. He would just keep training you until you apologize, telling him why you want to change history. Stay with me. Okay. And as they were like, "Oh, God, is he really that scary?" As Naruto said, No. He isn't that scary. It's just, how can I say this to you? He is, certain type of scary. He is at least trillions of billions ahead of me on power. And why am I saying it so sarcastically? It's because Naruto's afraid of his adult version, because the adult version has more power. The mark that is on Naruto's arm over here, it's already all over his chest. It's like this. If you guys seen Anime War from YouTube, where they have Ami Goku and they has like a cursor of the limit and like a letter on their head, imagine that, but just imagine the cursor that is between their arms And Naruto doesn't have the same thing as an Ami Goku. Like if you guys seen images of Ami Goku where he has a giant red line on both of his arms, going from his arm to his chest. Naruto's thing will go from blue to it will go from blue to red to purple to yellow, whatever. Basically rainbow colors, meaning all the power he has. Red, he'll literally kill you. Blue, he's calm. Orange, he's in minimize mode. Green, he won't do anything. And pink, he's in love. The only reason why I said pink is because I'm saving that for Kiyomi, because I am not planning on killing her off. Yay. And yeah. Let's see. The belt test was last episode, so yeah. So basically Naruto will be going to the Sabusa arc. But let's just keep going with this. And they were like, so can you tell us how this person looks? As Naruto then looked behind himself and said, I think I will let you meet Kurama instead. When they heard Kurama, they were like, "You'll make us meet the Nine Tails? Why would we go meet that demon?" As Naruto's eyes glared to the other Uchihas, as he said, "Trust me, I'm a worse demon than he is." As they were all scared. They were even close to taking a dump on their pants. As Naruto then said, "Okay then." As Naruto went to KCM. He went to KCM 2, where he has a link mode with Kurama. KCM 2 was stage mode. I need to wait a few more years for that, because I need Guardian Naruto to teach him some stage mode. That is really powerful. As Naruto then said, "This is KCM mode. This is my second KCM mode where I'll have a link with Kurama. And once I take this KCM mode off, I have to go into my Berserk form. And then once I go out of the Berserk form, I will separate my chakra and make a form. Oh, I can do this." As he then made a wood clone and made it go into and make Kurama take over it. As Kurama then said, "You know, you could have just done that, brat. You could have just done that, kid." As Naruto then said, "Sorry, just wanted to scare them." And then Naruto then said, "Everyone, meet Kurama." As everyone could see the red demon eyes, because he had a slit on his eyes. His teeth were sharp. His nails have fully grown. This wasn't Naruto. This was a demon. As Naruto then read their minds and said, "If you guys are thinking he's a demon, that's just the way he looks when he's in fox form. So you can't be blaming him. Some fox parts of him might go into this wood clone. Even though we look the same, some parts of the wood clone will take some appearance of him, so don't worry." As they said, "Okay, so are you actually the Nine Tails?" As they said, "Name Kurama, don't call me Nine Tails." As Naruto then said, So yeah. Then we continue too, where Naruto let Kurama explain his history. Now then Kurama explained why he was controlling everything. As we continue to where they're done talking, that was like literally 2 hours later. 2 hours later, Kurama then says, "Kid, I'm going to sleep." As the wood clone disappeared, then Naruto said, "And that's the Nine Tails for you." Dang, that speech was long. As they all were shocked. Then Naruto said, "Oh God, his speech never get cuckoo, but some of them are boring." As Kurama said, "Trust me, I don't like that speech as well." As Naruto then said, "Well, see you, Itachi. I I think we have a mission tomorrow. Isn't it that A-rank mission that we have to do?" Uh, Itachi then said, "Yes, Naruto. Just just because your two sisters begged your father for an A rank as their first mission." As Naruto then said, "Steve, those two are spoiled brats." As he looked at Kiyomi, who was sleeping on his tails, as he said, "Hey, babe, wake up." As when she heard babe, she blushed it so hard that not even anyone could figure out, is this Kiyomi? Is this the girl who would beat you up if you even call her anything else than Kiyomi? As Kiyomi then says, what did you just call me?" And then Naruto then said, "I said babe." As when she heard this, she literally started to laugh. She wanted to faint. As Naruto then said, don't faint, don't faint. Don't faint, this is just a joke. I will call you babe, but you still please don't faint on me." As Naruto then said, literally, this gets interesting now. And Naruto then said, "Well, see you all tomorrow. I will go to class." As when Naruto looked at all of them and said, "And this is why they call me the ghost of the Uchiha. I am only a clone." As he deactivated the clone and he appeared at the roof of the house. As he said, "You guys were talking to a clone. I was eating food." As they all were like, "So you were eating how many dishes?" Mikoto said, "I found him in the kitchen eating at least his second bowl." As not then we see let me say who we see. We technically see Naruto laughing as he looked at Kiyomi and said, "But it wasn't a clone who was kissing you." The clone that literally said babe was me. I only substituted in an instinct. As Kiyomi said in her head, God, thank God it's not, it was not fake. As Naruto then read her mind and said, then we continue. So we then see Kiyomi getting up and telling Naruto to come to her. As Naruto then went to her and said yes. As she then kissed him on the lips. As Naruto then said, we. Yeah. I just woke up to reality. When they were kissing, he didn't want to leave. He was like, "If this is a genjutsu, I am going to destroy whoever created it. And I swear that at the end, I will kill them." As he woke up, as he looked and he saw, nope, not a genjutsu. Thank the Lord. So yeah, we continue to where Naruto stops kissing Kiyomi. As he then said, I have to go home, so he looks at everyone. His eyes went to the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, as he said, see you all, or see you Itachi, Kiyomi and Sasuke tomorrow for the D rank missions, or the A rank, what my teacher said. They were like, Naruto then said, then Naruto said, I basically left that clone at my house, so you'll guys see wood on the ground once I switch places with him. As they were like, what do you mean switch places? As his eyes, it showed his original eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, which was a combination of Obito's and Madara's. As Naruto then said, limbo. Basically, this limbo technique that I created for Naruto allows him to switch places with other people and be in another dimension as well. Yeah, don't know why I created it, but I like it. So yeah, we continue to that point. As when Naruto as Naruto says limbo, his body starts disintegrating. As they were like, what are you? And Naruto said, I'm just doing this to get you guys scared, but who cares? As he then said limbo, his body turned into ashes. As he then appeared as a wood appear in the ground, saying, then after that happened, Naruto was at home. Then he said, well, I'm going to sleep. As he then took his jacket off and took his mask off and fell asleep. Then we go to I don't want to really skip, but I want to have a speech with the Guardian Naruto. As when we see Naruto walking around his mindscape, we see Guardian Naruto speaking with Naruto. As Guardian said, Naruto, my little brother, how are you? And Naruto then said, Big Brother Guardian, as he went to hug Guardian, as Guardian hugged Naruto. Then he said, well, I've been good. I just was kind of close to telling people that I could change the future if I wanted to. And the Guardian then had a tick mark on his face and said, I told you not to do that. As Naruto then said, but it doesn't matter. So then after a few hours of that, Naruto and Guardian were having a speech until Guardian said, well, Naruto, it's time for me to teach you a few more power. As he said, what do you mean few more powers? It's time for me to teach you? I never thought I had to teach you this if you don't even have the Renegon with 9 tomos. You only have the Renegon. As when Naruto heard that, he was like, what do you mean the Renegon with 9 tomos? Guardian Naruto says, I will teach you a summoning. And this summoning will literally give you a sage mode that I don't even have master. As he said, what is the summoning? To summon the god of one world you choose. and this world will give you a sage mode. Basically a sage mode, but it's just like that. And he says, but what world or god am I going to get us? Guardian Naruto said, I will give you. Never thought I had to give you these powers. You will be able to summon the god of not reality. He already has the power of reality. Just thinking of what sage mode to give him. Something strong. Something really strong, but not even me could think of a sage mode in the spa. So basically, we see Naruto saying, what? You're going to give me the ability to summon someone that can control, that can use telekinesis? Don't I have that? As Naruto then says. And Naruto then said, and Naruto then says this. As Guardian Naruto says this. You basically have the ability to summon out one anime. I was about to say an anime character. Yeah, that's technically pure skedaddle. So he's going to have the Kitsune summoning contract. And the reason why I'm saying the Kitsune summoning contract is because of Kurama. And the Guardian is going to teach him that, since the Kitsune don't have all the history of the Kitsunes. As Guardian says, you will be having all the abilities of the Kitsune contract because of training with me. But that will happen when we go to your 3-year time skip. And that won't happen until, let's say, after the Chunin exams. As he said, but what do you mean after the Chunin exams? Then Guardian Naruto says, Naruto, you can literally read time. Read it. As Naruto's red eyes glue red. He read through time and saw that after the 3-year after the Chunin exams, he will go with his sisters because of Minato trying to get Naruto to be on his side. Minato wanted Naruto to go with Jiraiya, as Jiraiya will get attacked by Itachi and Kisame. As then Naruto was like, so after that 3-year time skip, I will disappear from Jiraiya's point of view. Forget about it. Itachi's not in the Akatsuki. He read the other timeline, Naruto. He said, but what about my timeline? I didn't see it. Then we see the Guardian saying, the problem is, one of the Narutos from the other universes somehow managed to find a way to come to this reality and join the Akatsuki. His name is Menma Uzumaki. I'm kidding. You know what? Yes, Menma Uzumaki. In his reality, he was, how do you say it? In his reality, he was actually abandoned by his parents, and then he was trained by the third, and let me say, and the second, and Madara Uchiha. He was trained by Madara Uchiha as a kid. Madara found him and trained him, And after his parents came back, he left the village because of the treatment he was getting. But after that happened, he became evil. He joined the Akatsuki and his Akatsuki team failed. Then he decided to go for revenge in another place. He then became the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki. After that he managed to gain unbelievable power. The unbelievable power is then Naruto says, so basically he's not coming after me. He's gonna be the final boss. Guardian says, yup. And the unbelievable power he gained is basically a guardian that is below me gave him power to decide this guardian was named Kai, the god of the Otsutsuki. I let him the reasons why he is named Kai the Otsutsuki. I told him that he could create anything he wanted. And he is the second ranked hero. I told him he can create anything. And he created the Otsutsuki. Kai gave this Namemma, aka you, but in another universe, who has both the Sharingan and the Renny Sharingan, aka the Rinnegan with 9 Tomos. That guardian gave Memma the powers of the Otsutsuki god. And he managed to travel 2 dimensions and come to this dimension, and he started the Akatsuki by making a deal with Nagato Uzumaki. With Nagato. Steve was like, so you're saying that Nagato Uzumaki was forced into a genjutsu then we hear then we hear Guardian Naruto laughing and said, well, my young successor, yes, he is. So basically this guardian is on par with the second rank guardian. But once he sucks another 10 tails, he'll become the 20 tail Jinchuriki, because this is another universe. The 10 tails is under his command. The 10 tails of his universe is under his command. So 2 10 tails will not be good. So that's why I'm telling you that once you gain this Kitsune contract, aka the fox summoning, your sage mode won't be a sage mode. It is called Ultra Instinct. As Naruto said, don't I already have that? As he said, yes, but there's one problem with your Ultra Instinct. Basically, your Ultra Instinct is not the original one. You'll be getting you'll be getting the powers of the Omni King. As he was like, didn't you tell me that I can't have those powers? As he said, yes, but I decided to leave you alone and let you have the powers from other realities, since you already have Ki. What's the point? So the Omni King will be your Sage mode. And to warn you right now, once you use the Omni King's powers, your chakra will be locked away, but once you cancel it out, you won't be forced to cancel it out. But once you learn to control it really good, you will be able to let me say in a short version, you'll be able to control KCM2 and KCM1, combining the Omni King's power with it. But your KCM1 and 2 will be basically blue. I'm sorry to say this, but no, the orange color with around Kurama when he goes to Sage 6 Power Sage mode won't exist anymore because of the Ami King as a Sage mode. He doesn't really need Sage mode. I would rather give him the Ami King power than Sage mode. But you know what? Just to make it similar to Naruto, he'll be getting two things. As Guardian said, just to make it similar to the other Narutos, I will give you the Sage mode. And the Sage mode is going to be the Toad summoning. As he said, oh Jesus, out of all things I could have got him. then Guardian laughed and said, I'm just joking with you. You will be getting the 2 summonings, and just to do a favor to Kurama, you'll be getting the Kitsune summoning and the Sage mode of the Kitsune as well. The reasons why: the Kitsune summoning gives you the absolute control over elements. And he's like, don't I already have that? As he said, yes, but you literally don't use hand signs to summon them. As he said, oh, Guardian then says, you can even let me say this to you in an even smarter version. Kitsunes have a massive amount of speed. Even though your speed is godlike, you'll be going above godlike combining with the Sage mode. Your intelligence will be above your ordinary dimensional guardian intelligence, which is going to be much higher than mine. Your strength much higher than mine, much higher than mine. I mean, like 20 times higher than mine, with everything going 20 times higher than mine. And basically, you'll be able to even summon out the king of foxes. Meaning Kurama. He won't need to use a clone of yours. As Kurama was like, yes, kid, please do it. As Naruto said, I'll do the favor for Kurama and take all of it. I'll take the Ami King's powers, and I'll take the Sage mode of the foxes, and I'll take the contract of the foxes. As he said, so you're gonna 3 years from now, by the time the Chunin exam is over, you'll be getting the contract, the Ami King's powers, and the Sage mode. But I will give you the Ami King power right now, but you won't be able to master it until the Chunin exam is over. As he was like, Jesus, I have to wait that long? Mean. He said, come on, little bro. Come on, little guy. Don't be so mad. He was like, you win then, older brother Guardian. He smiled, as Naruto smiled and said, see ya. As Naruto then left the mindscape, it was the next morning. So this is going to be the end of part 3 of What If Naruto Was a Dimensional Guardian. Next part, the Sabuza arc. Thank you guys for watching. This is Phantom Duo here, and goodbye.